Test, test. Okay. Basic setups. Okay. Hey, what is this? I'm gonna full on in the axe. It's cute Unreal games, huh? Ain't that something? Okay. Okay. That's much better. And by a frame or two, isn't it? Okay. Oh, whoops. Tag item drop area switch case. Huh? Oh. Item drop area. Huh. Yes. Okay. So I need to put that in. Game state. Hmm. Wait, where'd cable go? What happened to the... Excuse me? Oh, that pauses everything. Oh, should pause it. Should not pause. that what happens? Yeah. Okay. Not paused. Kaibo hat. I don't think I have a Kaibo hat now, I don't. Well, I did live in Texas for a while. Notice that. But oh, this is getting unnecessary complex, but I'll deal with this later. I just not pause the game where I'm in dialogue active. It's not pausing, but it's not. Why is it not drawing that? Who dares? Let's go on, Mr. Bruce. The speed's not changing. Yeah, this usually would zoom in. I understand all that. Fine. So I'm doing it somewhere else. Where? What are the effect particles? In pause, standing mirror mode. Oh. There. You can show. I think. No, not enough. Not enough. It's false. Oh, I think this game is paused. Biscuit. I think I'll win this game by the end of the year. Hell no. Hell no. Oh, hold on, I need to fix my refresh rate. Unacceptable to play my game less than 144 frames. Unacceptable. Let me reset the monitor so I can go up 144. What's up, Deterial? Big Pimp Maximus. What a nickname. No worries. I'm actually was pretty inconsistent with streams lately. Unfortunately, that might continue for another week or so. But starting next week should be fine. Okay, so the game should no longer be paused. Oh, here it thinks the game is paused. Again. Okay. Finally. Finally. Okay. So now you have option to select the controller. What even map these two buttons to give like up to 4 options? Or just select it this way. Indeed. I used to do exactly the same thing when I worked for Amazon. Remotely, when I was forced to work remotely by Amazon. I was like, fine, it's like a monitor, some stream. Now, what's a good way to trigger this change? Not that I need to right now. Actually, before getting there, yesterday I sketched out a JSON format to save conversations with NPCs. Different systems, so now something to put into use. But now they all end. Right. Dialog singleton. Immediately asserts. Wonderful. Oh, this thing is null? Why are you null? Bruh. I mean, this does get called, right? I'm not crazy. I ain't crazy. Yeah, it does get called, but then something happens to it. My guess is that it gets... Fine. But I'm gonna force that. Yeah, okay. Conversation drop down. We got interaction drop down. Good. I don't know, but for now, I'll just do it on load. Maybe this. Maybe. Dialog. Target conversation. DIA. Cogen time. Here's a cogen. Boom. Boom. Provide a selector from the data by name. In the future. For now it's fine. Bring it here. Okay, when this enters. Guess that's fine. Yet another singleton. Okay. So this node shall trigger this now. Enter and load check. Okay. Oh, now should be enabled. Good. Good, 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 good. Next, don't do too much. I want to be automatically be invisible. Okay. The tag dialogues. Okay. Tag dialogues root. Interesting. So half of my build time is spent doing something out in C++. Probably shaders. At some point, I think I can write actual C++ program to compile the shaders and threads in parallel during build time. It would be a nice, small, contained task. Definitely be cute. Okay. So not battle should be all hidden. Nice. I think our home base, our main menu. Ooh, what's this? What is this? I don't even know what this is. Uninstantiation. I don't know. Don't know. Concerning. That is a concerning crash. Huh. Whatever. All right. Now that it shows up conditionally when it's time to. Now, to pass this information in. Means I need 2 more tags. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tags. This can be combined. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, let me see. Player dialog option. On the UI tag, it BC text. I think it's all I need. What's up, Zappy? What's up? Okay. Jesus Christ, Ethereal. Go wild and crazy with subs. Thanks for that. I'm gonna have to come up now with Lycans to take care of that. Jesus Christ. Right, back to hot checks on the game. Once this compiles. Looks like it's gonna play in the sound 3 more times. And 1 more. Alright, that should be the last one. Thanks, Deterial. Let me see. So I have 3 more tags. I need to tag this. I was wrong. I was wrong. Tag. Dialog option. That's right, just no nonsense. Well, it's hard work, very focusing, but as a reward, you do get to enjoy the hot females in the stream as a character. It's actually some of the challenge. You do want to work on the male guy as well from time to time, but it's a struggle to focus on that. That is a struggle. The tag player dialogue option. Boom. I should call it something better. I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. Back on this one. Okay. Okay. So, layer option check. Text. Right. Dude, it's actually kind of funny. I've created more outfits than I was even intending to in some way. Because let's see if the file I have describes all the outfit options. Like I have 6 bottom options, 4 hairstyle options. I've also count how many tops. Tops are like the easiest thing to notice in the game. Also include one piece into that as well. So for that I have, I don't know, maybe 20 something of these. But I only 2 wrist options, only 1 pair of shoes, and 2 type of glasses, one of which I hate. I hate sunglasses. I need to remake it something a bit better. So at some point I'll just spend a little more time in shoes, but they're so minor, it's kind of hard to notice them. But it's definitely fun to occasionally switch into home base and just cycle through all the different coloring options. Alright. Okay, good text, fine. Do nothing, otherwise we will look up for localization tag. Okay. Directions, fine. Clicky click, clicky click. What's up, Sean? 25 more credits, graduate. You know what? Sometimes I have like occasional dreams, like minor nightmares, where like sometimes like in my dream, like, oh, I'm in the last year of the college and I missed like 1 tiny credit to graduate. It's like, no, I'm gonna have to be here for 6 months before I graduate. I think I had like a real dream, real worry I had at my college. Just because I was sick and tired of finishing college degree, spending 5 years to get a master's. Such a waste of time. I wish I didn't have to, but unfortunately I had to. Correction. Finally getting to freaking options, dude. Why is this taking so much time? Why is making games so difficult, dude? Why? I need one more thing here. I need this vertical element. $25 credits is a lot, isn't it? It was like something like average of 3 credits per class. It was like 3 semesters or something. I think my last semester only had like 1 class the whole time. So I think I spent most of the time working on my game. Or playing EVE Online, one of those. One of those. So finally getting to the data I care about. Ooh. Did I miss? Real life begins soon indeed, yeah. Like if I grew up, if I was born in the United States, I would not have wasted 5 years on a master's degree. Hell no, probably have just skipped out college and just got to work immediately or something like that. Or at the most I've done bachelor's for like 4 or something. But I was an immigrant at the time, so I had to do it. Alright, what's the problem? Oh, what's that? Wrong tag name. Yeah. That's right. Welcome in, Suda. Membership courtesy of DT. Hey, okay, so now this is reflecting here. So now I can do like 1. Load up, and it gets ignored. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, doesn't it get cleared? It doesn't get cleared. What's up, Omega? Custom engine, that's right. Custom engineering of 2 renders. There's a pre-renderer here. Right? That's the pretty render. And then there's ugly render. With bugs which I've only found yesterday. So let's pretend this render doesn't exist. Let's just do the ray trace render. But I'll need to fix that soon. Yeah, go charge here. That's fine. Red hair? Why not? What's happened to the environment? Yeah. I did go to ChatGPT and ask it to make me some floor textures, so that's what I made. So now I have like 2 textures underneath it as well. Let's break some more floors.
Out of energy.
Yeah. Let's get that.
I need to dodge those. My health is low.
Dudes. And that's the charging station. This is Vulcan. I did start with direct tax, But I couldn't figure it out
I
as a
can't take
beginner. It
another
was just
hit.
too much of a pain to use. And I ended up switching to Vulkan. Vulkan came with a lot of samples, examples, tutorials, and it just became easier. Even though it was slightly more verbose, ever so slightly. So now, it's been Vulkan now. Now I have probably like 35,000 lines of Vulkan code for renders. Now, why is this not being read? Oh, this is the wrong one. Biscuit. Biscuit. Let's go here. Would be 1. Switch into 111. Okay, good. 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 So now I need to pass this over to the robot. This part. It needs to be programmatically assigned. And then I can start implementing logic of hopping between prompts and interactions. Not sure if it's something better to call this an interaction. Prompt statement, I'm not sure. Alright, grab this thing. Dialog. Let's see. What did I call it? Too much stuff going on. Oh, NPC, just call it NPC, okay. NPC text. And then this one is... This is confusing. Whatever. No, this confused me already. Let's rename this. I ended up adding to the bosses. I haven't dodged bosses in a little bit. I do have like 3 bosses technically that I worked on, like a first initial pass. But honestly, ever since I made the new small bots, I've come up with a new fancier way to produce robots, like such as this dude here. It's like these 3 actually types. These are the best robot looking types I got in terms of action, behavior, or whatnot, in terms of destruction damage that they take. Actual chunks flying off of their asses.
I need to dodge those.
Yeah, you know it. I don't need to listen to you right now. This robot reminds me like some kind of ice cream. Like inverted ice chocolate inside and vanilla on the outside. So I do have big dudes. I can actually unlock, let's say unlock one. Yeah, they're gonna whack me to death right now. So let's say the next one would be like a boss battle. So let's say 6. Let's go 6. How about you drop a freaking turret, dude? Charge up. Oh, I need to watch my health here. I also have drops now, actually, for charge and life. Also, nowadays you actually... The charges that you have and heals automatically go off when you take enough damage. For example, here, she'll just automatically using the charge here with cooldown. It'll show you like what portion of life you're recovering. Except now I have none. Son of a biscuit. Get 1, get that energy charge, get some energy. Excellent. Okay, got 2 charges in the bank. So now I should see big dude. Oh, why have so many? Jesus Christ. I did not intend to spawn that many, oh my god. That is, yeah, not 6. Not 4, I mean. I mean, maybe 2, but really just 1. Really just 1. I'm not sure if I like drops as like a blue. Maybe just a blue orb is better. Easier to read. I don't know. Don't know. Get it. There you go. Here's a big bad dude. Except this station is not destructible. Might need to make it destructible. Yeah, I can make this guy be more destructible. I'll have to do another pass on these guys. I can make them better now. But for now, back to story. Okay. Just check. I do have a tag. NPC text name. These are horrific names. Just horrific. Let's rename this. Option text. And this will be speech text. It's kind of interesting. The more I work on and try different robots, like every little pass I do, I'm able to push more and more quality into it. Okay. Make sure this is still functional. Didn't change that, huh? Oh, I need to change this. Right. Right. Might as well name this. If your brony has to be fat as hell. Fair. A lot of people here don't care about our diet, or they often think that diet doesn't make much of a difference. On the other hand, if you just like steak, oh man, there's nothing better in the United States for steak. And you cannot get too fat on steak. Unless you add a bunch of nasty sugar to it. So you can overcome. Okay. Think here about this. I don't care about options though. Care about the other. Oh yeah, I guess I gave the Tyrael a mod a while back, huh? I'm pretty sure I have. Pretty sure I have. Okay. I think I need to retag a few things. Tag it here. Yes. Okay. To this. Dialog title. Name text. Speech text. Uh-huh. That's what I like to see. This is a test. This doesn't change yet. You see speech tag. Oh, I didn't do that part. That's funny. You think one of the old school logistics? I guess what you mean by here, Mr. Bruce. Looking by United States or somewhere else. Vibes indeed, indeed. Speech text, fine. Next one is name text. Wait. Indeed, indeed. In some ways, it's a lot easier when you work for a big company. It's a lot easier, honestly, because you take on zero risk. Just about. You just work for a company. If they screw up, that's fine. You can just go work for another company. But when you make your own game, it's all on you. All the risks is yours. Dialog option got it. Speech text got it. This one is fine. Other. Wait, this is the wrong one. Oh, I don't need to go dive that deep here. Actually, just up other here. What the hell is that even working? Yeah, okay. All right, let's do localization time. Example here, if I say at robot NPC name, it's gonna complain immediately. Good. Let's just call it that. Quick translation. Oh, Kazakhstan, that's right. Post-Soviet countries bad, yeah. The only exception is Poland. Poland got out a while back and actually switched into free markets. And because of that, they're doing very well. Like, look at the GDP growth for Poland. Hell yeah, bro, look at that. Right around Soviet Union fell apart, it was probably on the same level as all the other post-Soviet countries. But they embraced a different idea. Impressive. Position get. Let's support this. Localized. I don't remember. I might be. Benjamin rolling up as well. All thanks to Mr. Deterial. Sounds like a Diablo 2 name, to be honest. Not gonna lie. Sure this actually works. Estonia's better too. I mean, they're all somewhat on the mediocre side, but yeah, getting better. Let's just make sure it's actually true. Try it again. Just call him bot. Yeah, okay. So it is reading localized names, so that's good. Hey, why you be complaining? Okay, fine. Post-workout stuff, indeed. A little pro tip for gym workout: the less plant food you eat, the less the muscle will ache during recovery. Hold on, I need some more water, be right back. I mean, it's gonna be such a pain to edit this, because if I localize everything, I'm gonna have to jump between those two files pretty hard. Actually, I wonder what's in the Wonder Ball. Like, what if I write TypeScript extension for Visual Code, but on a shortcut such as Control B over string that starts with, would switch to the tab with a file in the same folder. And then scroll down to the line where that string with is found. Please. Bitch, please. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, I think I did read an article where they did some math computation, how much time is wasted processing. Please, thank you. With ChatGPT prompts. Nice, yeah. I used ChatGPT to generate images for the floor. Still have some of them actually. It keeps like a cute library of everything it made to me so far. It took a bit of time to figure out to ask it to make a texture without any light difference to the corners. Like this one was not usable, it had like this light transition left to right. But this was actually pretty good inspiration. I ended up not taking the images, but made them myself in Blender. This I still might use. Still might use. These are different colors. This is brighter. Interesting. Interesting. But anyway. Wait, where's my chat? Yeah, here. Yeah, the better you are. So, dude, like if you can actually do this, this would be amazing. Because then I would be able to just click here, press like Control B or something, or some shortcut. And then the idea is I should be able to switch to this file and automatically scroll down to this line. Now that would save a lot of time. I'm almost tempted to implement this right now. Let's see if this is actually... So setup I already have, that's fine. Shortcut. Contributes. Huh. So I already have code to process that stuff, so I'm not too surprised about that. Finding that is fine. Oh, we can do position. So you can reveal... Ah, so reveal range is how you jump to a specific line. Okay. Oh, I guess it's time to be TypeScript web dev for a moment, huh? Because that is cute. Let's save the current progress. Oh, initial data link to the Dialog UI. Although maybe before I do that, I do kind of want to be able to actually activate this and jump between stuffs. So that shouldn't take much. I'm gonna do real quick like. So anytime I'm clicking on the button that has it's one of the optional one. Right.
Stretching out on my path, and moments are quicker than last. Time goes, tired, and finding it harder.
Not visible. or hidden or not in the dialogue. Hide it out. If pressed. Oh, I need the vertical element. Choice. Okay. We go to interaction. What if I can make a YouTube emoticon that's like that's miniaturized picture of the heroine? It might look fine. Let's see. Leave go to. Parent swing is slow, but it's fine. It happens once in a blue moon. Right? So now we should be able to say, let's see what happens if I take it back to intro. Oh, this one goes to. Actually, that'll be good enough to test. Okay, so let's see. Press here, nothing happens. Wonderful. Button, syntax, vertical element, visibility. This one. Oh, it's a 5. That's a fiber. Got the hit. Going to Q1. Okay, that easy. Alright, so that did switch. So right here, that change is good. Okay, these ones need to be hidden. If there's no option like that. Do that. Here. Yes, perfect. Okay. Oh, did I call it that? Top 3, say good. This might be time to write out a message a bit at a time. So it doesn't fully appear right away. Maybe some speed. But no, why don't I just make a loop? But this one just goes back to intro. And back to intro. Oh, while you hold, it switches between the two like a maniac. Ideally, I would only do it when it was just pressed. Follow from Devon on YouTube's. Those notifications are working now. Plus a Mustang 40 minutes ago. Is there any way to tell some information when a button was just pressed? Anything but the button. Seconds before click resets. I'm not sure. Kinda annoying that it does that. Perhaps it's time to introduce a new state. A new state. Something that says like just pressed. The previous state? Just press the button down. Right. I could just do like one little framey frame where here it's just pressed and then becomes pressed. Just pressed. Where's reflection? Right here. Oh yeah, it's much easier. Don't need this crap anymore. Why am I iterating a button? Wait, here? Not a slider. Here. I'm assuming that happens after, but maybe won't. Guess I'll see. Because that should let me say just pressed. This is what I want. Really? This happens after. What do you want? Oh, does want this? Really? Okay, let's try it again. Button state not pressed. Pressed. Really, somehow catching this afterwards. I It's all but the order of lambdas. A little bit wonky.
Spaces within us all. With my supersonic watch.
What happens first in that case?
Supersonic watch spinning in my head. Supersonic
Does this happen first or
that's what they said.
or this?
Supersonic watch, really?
Wait,
Just watch,
doesn't trigger on this? Oh, did not change it somehow? happens first. Still happens first. Aren't you just annoying? Aren't you just annoying? I want to delay full frame. What does this happen? It almost makes sense to some kind of post update, but I have some way to reorder this thing. What the hell was it? What's up, Pennies? Do some low-level UI stuff. You know what? Well, I think about it. I'm gonna crush some robots. The use of a controller. Charge up. Attack. Oh, pot of energy. We have one charge and one more. Oh. Actually, it's a little too far away to see. Just a bit. This is my first game commercially that I made my own, yes. But I worked on other games as part of the big teams. For example, I worked on New World at Amazon Game Studios. Not for too long, but for like half a year or so. And then before that, I would occasionally do some subcontracting work for a game like Civilization 5? Yeah, well, 5. Worked on 5. But this one was just me, myself, and I, and ChatGPT. 4 people. Like in that movie. Alright, let's make this button work. I know I can make it work if I just say pressed. I know that works. Oh, it doesn't even go. Yeah, that's too wonky. Let's get this to work. New World enemy types. It was a big game, so it had some 1,000 people working on that game at one point. My contribution to the game was like some low-level multiplayer stuff, trying to optimize how many bytes are being sent, so that you can experience as many players and entities on the screen at the same time as possible. So from my job was like saving 1 byte for every message that gets sent 100,000 times a second. I didn't do a lot of high-level work. Mostly stuff on their deep foundation. I'm actually curious, Civilization maybe it was 6 credits. Civilization 6 credits. Yup. Additional gameplay engineer indeed. Indeed. New World, when it initially came out, I think they had some bug, which they ended up entering the credits like multiple times, which is kind of amusing. But do have me here as under engineering. New World credits. Real question is, I need to fix this button thing. It's just annoying me. Yes, here. I need to push this update to the last end of the frame. Where have I acquired my skill in C++ so you can code so fluently? Most of that, I think I actually learned C++ before I finished college. I think I started learning C++ in the first year of college because I saw college was a bunch of waste of time. It was so slow to get anywhere. I was like, dude, screw that. I'll screw all the classes. So I spent all my free time working on a game in college. I didn't finish the game back then, but it was a great. Where's this? Where's that? This was my college project. Just using a bunch of high-level libraries and graphical libraries to put together some tank combat. Never really made it into a full project. But this gave me a lot of practice, and from then on I just went to actual real jobs, working for Microsoft for a while and for Amazon Game Studios for a while and so on. So at this point C++ is not a big deal. It's no big D. It's a micro D. Indeed, indeed. Okay, I remember I had something here that I could put it on. I think it was kind actually. Maybe it was a kind. Yes, yes. Maybe like post update? Would this change the order? All I want is for this order to change. Still happens first. Which one is the default? I'm guessing this is the default, isn't it? This happens first. Only then that happens. Okay, fine. How about I move this guy back? Just ignores it, huh? Okay, let's do some testing. It does get here, so I know we can do it. Oh, it's gonna be like that. Indeed, indeed. I guess maybe the other option is to have a previous state. I could have a previous state as an alternative. Let's try that. Let's try it. Wipe it out. Okay. Actually, that's not gonna help too much either. Well, maybe I would only change this when... Wait, when do I go from press to something else? Wait a second. There's time down here, I get that. What's this? What? Maybe I'm... Okay. Fine. No, none of that is all that important. How do I go from press to released? That's my question. Oh, it goes when it's the mouse button is up here. So this actually switches. This is not unnecessarily complicated. Like, sure, I could say all that. It wasn't pressed before. That's actually going to be the same problem. Why is this running first? I know I can put it as a post-update call, but it's so annoying. Why are you executing first? I thought this would be happening after. Should I do this? Try it? Let's try it. Let's try it. Hello? Happens first anyway. What kind of engine am I using? It's called Selfish Engine, otherwise known as No Engine, otherwise known as Custom Engine. This is my own code. There's good news, bad news. Bad news, some of the stuff I had to spend extra time to implement what I need. But the good news, I'm the world-renowned expert in my own engine. Nobody knows this engine better than me on the whole universe. You can take the entirety of existence, and there's no one who's better expert in this code than me. Let that sink in. What is this running after? You know what? Fine. I give up. I give up. I didn't want to give up, but I will. Post update. Only doing this to solve the UI button issue around just press state. Okay. Okay. You wanted a problem, you're gonna get yourself a problem. Okay, this is turning into a query. Yep, that's why I made my own engine. My view of the way I approach this engine, I only make the part that I need And only add things as I go, as I need them. Nothing more, nothing less. Query buttons. Now, at some point, I was prototyping my game using other game engines. For example, I used to make my engine in the engine that was made to use that New World was made in. So, for example, this is a prototype of the same game, but in the engine that was made for New World. Right. So let me go to. And that was okay, but I didn't feel like I had that much control over it. I also had some concern about performance, whatnot. Healing, care, teleport, don't care. But it wasn't that satisfactory. I had some concerns over how well I control. Like, I can make stuff quickly, but it was a lot of issues I had worries over. Like, it was okay. Let's see, do I have a link? And then I spent some few months trying making this game in Unreal. Like, this was me making that same project but in Unreal. Yeah, that engine actually became open source. It was given away for free to Linux Foundation. So, of course, New World made their own forks, so you can't use that portion. But there was a free version of that base engine that was given to Linux Foundation. So now you can use that for free. Nowadays it's called O3DE engine. So that's completely Linux Foundation free. So you can do it wherever else you want. He even wrote a book on how to make games using this engine. At some point I was publishing it on Amazon for a while. But it just wasn't satisfactory enough. So this is me prototyping that a few years ago. It was okay, but I just wasn't satisfied. It just didn't feel like it was mine. So that's when I said, screw it, I'll make it myself. Three buttons. And so been at it for a year and a half full time. Okay, I need to make sure this gets called somewhere. Hold on. Hold the phone. Why don't you just guess it, dude? I guess you don't even care. Fine. Fine. Alright, now the update of this stuff should happen after. Actually, wait a second. Is it doing? No, let's just do one state again. Just pressed. Grab the previous one. Here, just pressed. Good. Right. Okay. Let's see what happens first. That's good. It still happens afterwards? Why? Why does this happen after? Oh, this must be happening before this gets called. Oh. Is it necessary to always make code clean and follow some name conventions when you're working the team? In the team, yes. You do want to follow the same language. It's like speaking the same language in the same team, so yeah. Usually teams that have any value, they have a specific document that kind of describes what are the usual conventions to be used in that team. Now, a principle often is to use the same style as the rest of a file is when you're adding new code to some existing file. I see. I think I understand what's happening. The whole button thing happens after that. So maybe the real solution is to put this thing prior. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'll just undo the whole thing. I don't think I made any other changes, right? No changes. Why did this change? I understand now. I understand. Do you speak any other language? I speak 2.5 languages. English, Russian, and some Ukrainian. I understand Ukrainian just about fully, but speaking is a bit rough. Okay, so this is where this happens. So I just need to move. Wait, what? Yeah, this thing. Let's move it over to the next frame. Do need to put a note here. Make sure this happens after a full frame before changing button states, especially for just press state. Alona de Cologne, what's up? Speaking in Russian and Twitch. I can understand you, but usually I only just speak English on the channel. Let's see what Alona is asking. He's asking, you were thinking about streaming something, but you probably wouldn't be able to make commentary while you work on that stuff. Yeah, could be, could be. I find it actually less distracted when I stream and work as opposed to when I just work. Kind of weird. Bruce found some Google translation. That's funny. Okay, let's see. If this is going to be happening first again, I'm going to have a cow. And it does. It does. Will I fix it by... User interface. Why don't I do this at the very end? Bruce. I guess that's true. If you're Kazakhstan, you might actually know that a bit. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, load up. See happening this one first to that. This happens first still. I hold this as breakpoint and then which one does the button thing? This one, right? 2 lines. This happens first, then this gets hit. I'm gonna go around. Somehow this never gets there. Wait, where's... Oh, I forgot to make the change. Just pressed. Just press, check. Yes. Victory's for maybe mine. Press, break this thing. Mr. Bruce. I actually have a game developer friend from Kazakhstan. He's working on his own game. Let me find it. I have it on Discord. Reverb. Links. Yeah, there's a group from Kazakhstan working on this game. You'll be able to join the Discord and check them out. They have like a whole team, and they're going for some pretty impressive stuff. They have like actual artists and stuff, unlike me, just solo guy. It's pretty interesting. Malone was asking, saying he's curious about game development, yeah. Especially in college time. Try to develop some engine, yeah. Embedded development, nothing to do with graphics. Yeah. Well, nowadays you don't even need to know graphics half the time. There's a lot of big engines out there and small. We can make games with barely anything. Like especially a game like as an example. Like this game was made in JavaScript engine. I forget which one. It's like this one doesn't require you a whole lot of graphics. As long as you have some kind of fun idea, you can make it happen today, man. Especially if you're any kind of engineer. Embedded might even help. Being an embedded engineer might be even better. Because I think this was made on JavaScript. And just I'm doing a little bit more intensive quality of the game, so I like to do some performance stuff. Okay, let's try it again. Let's get this button state to work. Yeah, be sure to go to the Discord as well. I need to talk to him in a while, actually. I haven't spoken to Bro in a while. We should have an invite thing. Here's a link invite to the Discord of theirs. They're building this game on top of the engine I was mentioning, O3DE, which used to be called Amazon Lumberyard, which was the basis for New World. This happens first still. Monkey banana. If I do it this way, would it help? Finally, I think you're working now. Right? Yeah. This happens first, then that. Okay. Finally get the order. Alright. So now you can go around between different states. This is the end. That's the end. And this is the loop. Okay. A bit of kicking and screaming, but it works now. Next UI button added, just pressed stage. That will help a bit. Okay, next thing I want to do, I want the text here to appear slowly, not so fast. As they say in an old song from the 90s or something, something about Nick and not so fast. UI text. I mean, it's kind of like animation. Typing animation. Speed per second. The characters per second to print. How big is this thing? That. Okay. Current time. Gives current seconds. What assign the text? Configurable speed, fine. That's runtime current seconds. Based on that, print out necessary amount. You don't have Discord installed? That's funny. That's funny. Discord is actually a pretty good system. I use Discord, some communication, but for me I also just use it like as a storage of links. So I have like a special part specifically just for resources. And I just save off any kind of things I might care, such as like blend the resources sometimes. Random libraries, lectures, whatnot, interviews of other devs. Rig animation systems, whatever. Sometimes just analyze other games. That was pretty good too. Oh, I've meant to look at the game somewhere, I forgot. Wasn't this one though. I had a demo I wanted to look and judge to see what I can learn from it. It was on this one, it was okay. Was it this one? I think this one is what, yes. Obviously by that picture too. Very much a pixel thing, but look like combat in small rooms. So that looks interesting. I like the hat. I like the hat. Oh, look at that. A map. Looks like you go by nodes. That's cute. It's actually very similar to what I have right now in my game. I have exactly the same setup, you just don't see the map as such. Huh. And you just run around in a room, plus whatever the hell that is. This game is quite popular too. Very interesting. Anyway, I need to keep track of which characters are already printed. Character copied. Yeah, once you know multiple languages, it can be confusing, especially when you speak one or the other. It's much easier just to focus on one for a while. Like at this point, English for me is way easier than any other language. Way easier. I dream and think in English primarily. Well, when I begin to speak some other language long enough, it switches over. Characters copied. And there will be translation. Does this save the length character size? It does, okay. Right. That should be good enough. Alright, typing animation, here we go. How many components? 442 components. That's what I'm talking about. Say hello to the new component. Cogen, to help me out? Good. I don't actually like learning natural languages. I just grew up in Eastern Europe, so I had to know Russian and Ukrainian. And English because it was like, dude, come on. Everybody knows life is best if you live in the United States. Past that, at some point I was learning Spanish, but just too much work and effort when I can just focus on game development instead. Don't you care about this? This, I do care. Really, I don't need any of that. Hello? Telesense. Visual Studio, hello? Yep, yeah. I mean, English is the most precise language. By far. And it's also fairly easy to learn. I like, dude, like, Slavic languages are such a pain in the ass because you have to conjugate everything 3,000 different ways depending to whom, to where, what sex it is, and depending where and what position is in the sentence. Such a pain in the ass. Slider float. Beeper. Speed good. I don't know, 5. Per second. We'll just start with that. Now we'll shove it somewhere here. UI text, animation of UI visibility. From Minsk, Belarus. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, I'm originally from Ukraine, which is sadly currently being bombed. I don't think the high school that I went to no longer exists or stands on the ground, unfortunately. This does, I think I need something to mark that it's on. Enabled. Enabled, fine. If this... Nowadays, live United States, so nowadays I'm safe. English is definitely easier. Man, it's a lot of languages. Holy crap, dude. I've actually had to learn some Chinese. Just because it's some added localization to my game already. So I've had to figure out some of the stuff about characters and how many there are. I had to do so much work to make it work, but it works now. Actually reminds me to make sure to prioritize Brazilian, Japanese, and Korean as well. Because those cultures like some pretty girls. Americans, I'm not sure as much. Okay, we'll get this going, which is nice. Or typing, not enabled. Right, yeah. Actually, I'll do it separately. Need a clock. Whoops. It's a 4 single time. Okay, so every tick, if typing is on like a Donkey Kong, add the time from a clock. Yeah, Chinese now is the biggest language on Steam, which is pretty impressive. Asian girls are nice, I suppose. I'm not much into that. Let's just add the component, make sure at least it works. And then I can do the logic on the fly. I can even add a button. Give me a button. Right here. Maybe you do like restart. Creature comp is 0. That would do it. Right. Oh, I need this guy. Text typing animation. Boom. Boom. Yeah, I'm sure Dawn of dropping truth bombs. I'm sure they do. Yeah. Dude, there was so many games that used to be so fun. Like, dude, there was one game that I have. You can't even buy it anymore, and it's amazing. Sometimes I play it on stream just for fun. Like Deadpool, you can't even buy this game. That game was just mega fun. Mega fun. It's so stupid, but so fun. You can't even buy it anymore. Like if you try to buy it, nope. There's no store link. Ain't happening. It's just not happening. It was so good too. Whatever. Yes, yes. Ooh, I'm gonna put on the same line. Dude, that's all. What the hell's that? No, that's what I wanted. Actually, yeah, it reminds me, speaking of Pretty Girl, next month, Stellar Blade comes out on PC on Steam. So that's much exciting. My game tag is not ready for first person view or for over shoulder view just yet. Maybe next project. For now, Diablo-like is fine. Okay, might as well. One second. Not exactly sure of the range value here. Int. Oops, copied. Yeah, from 0 to what? Character size, right? Joe Wood, Jazz Games. I don't think I've heard of that. Let me look it up. Joe Wood. Austrian video game. Oh, Gothic makes sense. I've heard of that. Guild. Well, I haven't read much of that. Some of the latest games I made. I guess they closed down at some point. Oh, Painkiller was good. Oh, yes. Now I get it. Now I get it. Oh, they made Torchlight? Wait. Were they main guys to make it? As a Torchlight? Or was that like in collaboration? It might be collaboration, sounds like. But yeah, we're playing Fun Studios not too long ago. We just missed it out for like a decade. But just a decade. Anyway. Alright, we got this, we got that. So now. Now it's time. It's time to do. So when I'm assigning to speech portion. Speech portion will do this. Making it optional. And then the text. Okay. Yay, did it not save? Oh, I give it to the title. No. You're not going here. You're going here. Oh, I don't need to do this every time. I mean, that would be initial one, I suppose. Alright, now I can implement the thing actually. Please get initial implementation going. Okay. Beat per second, right? Right. Okay. Played Third Slash 2 a few days ago. It's pretty nice. It was okay when it came out. Nowadays it wouldn't be that impressive, but back then it was okay. It wasn't like super impressive, but it was okay. I guess I need to do divide by. Single char period. They need some kind of initial state though. I really do. Otherwise this might be a problem. For now. Just copy this one, right? And typing text. What does actually return? Come on. It gives me a char back, okay. What is it under? Just char. Yep. Games have gone pretty far ahead since that time, so to stand out now requires more and more work. Although on the other hand, like if you just make something like that, it'll still be somewhere. For example, there's a game that came out, it's like Diablo-like. It's called Tower of Kalimanba. This is very much our Diablo 1. Oh, wrong link. It's made by a few guys, so it's essentially Diablo 1. I'm guessing it's made in Unity and just some basic stuff. But it's more like a roguelike. It doesn't have a dungeon, it doesn't have a city. So it's more like you just battle in a dungeon the whole time. But it's very much Diablo 1-like. It got some attention, like not like a huge amount, but still respectable. Kind of fun to play. It's definitely roguelike though. It's not so much Diablo-like. But in terms of style and theme, yeah, for sure. Yeah, close to 300 reviews, pretty good. Not as good as like Grim Dawn and whatnot, but that was like a huge game. Huge teams. This is more like a little indie project. It's pretty nice. Hell, they have better looking life orbs and mana orbs than I do. Not sure what I'll do about those yet. Haven't bothered into UI much. Fine, so I get a character back. I've never actually read one character at a time. I need to add an option to add just one character, huh? Huh. That's annoying. I would actually need the sharp pointers for it. Do I use this anywhere else? Kinda. Yeah, that's the input. This gives me the length and the code point and all whatnot. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah. I mean, I could include. I don't think it's that important for memory. Is there an opposite of this? Something the opposite of that. Encoded. Yeah. What's the point? Strings in a byte. I think I need to do this probably. I've never really messed with VT8 strings like that before. Yeah, that tower game looks pretty nice. Too bad it didn't get more attention. Looks like it got some. But to be fair, it does have a number of concerns. It's definitely on the low end spectrum. But still impressive to finish the project. You know what? I'm just gonna do it in place and figure out how I can abstract this away into something decent. Right, so get the code point, which I think is Unicode. Guessing this is what, just UI dates, yeah. GFH buffer. Actually, what did it return? Fine, whatever. You can have your big nasty thing. What does this stick to append? Oh, it can just take it, okay. Now I just cast it. I was hoping it could just do this. Really hoping it would. Let's try it. Let's try it. It's getting too warm here. I need some AC. Be right back. Okay. Ooh, we already got something going on. But this thing is empty though, right? No, it's not. It's not even empty. Length of 1. That's a dot. So append a dot. I guess on English it will be working fine. Except it's getting reset. What's resetting it? What is getting reset? It happens only once. Alright, let me see what's going on. Char's copied everything. And yet. I need to redo this. Reload. Okay, first one. That's 0. Good. That's enough time to print one character. Good. Grab the first one over. Copy over, give you a dot. Second over. Definitely dots to print, so that one looks fine. But this one, being a slide biscuit. Why is it 0 in the beginning? It's a dot. What reset it? What resets it? What reset it? Hmm. Is it guaranteed to be an ultra minute after encoding? Well, UTF-8 live proc thing, that thing is probably. No, I'm pending it as a string anyway, so that should be fine. I can know a string and it should update internal stuff. So all that should be fine. It's more like here it receives a character, but by next loop it's gone. So something else zeroes it out. And the question is who dares? Who dares to zero it out? I thought zero out only happens here. Oh, I do it here too. Biscuit. Biscuit. No wonder. A lot of errors are easier than you think. Okay. It's actually kind of slow. I have to put some actual real English in there to see what's going on. Oh. Human creature. We have revived you to answer our questions. Yeah, it's too slow. That is too slow. Let's raise up the limit a bit. No, I think they do have null termination. I think it does. Right. Like when we get to this portion. UTF-8 buffer. I think it has a null. But even if it doesn't, I'm not allowed to string anyway. So it should be fine. Bruce can't join Twitch. That's fine. I mean, you don't have to. If anything, YouTube is a more major platform to me anyway. I prefer to lean on YouTube anyway, because Twitch is about making money once you're already big, whereas YouTube is about getting discovered and getting visibility by getting paid a lot less, if at all. And as a game developer, I care about discovering the future. Twitch, things you can't discover on Twitch is very difficult. Whereas YouTube goes out of its way. I should probably be checking link here, huh? Right. Buffer size. Fine, you know what? You want to have lowercase? I'll get you lowercase. Indeed, indeed. Actually, I can see source code for all this. Yeah, looking at this, it doesn't do null termination, which is a good point. I can also see the maximum size is like 4. Yeah. But I don't care. This zeroes it out anyway, right? I'm not crazy, right? Well, you know what? On a tough question, what you need to do is ask it to ChatGPT. I've always assumed this is true. In C, C++, does saying char that's all the values to 0 or not. Was not enough emojis. So far it seems to be enough, plus even if it is or isn't, that's what it does. It just encodes it into 4. What can I tell you? It's possible. Actually, I'm curious on this. Yeah, it does initialize everything to 0, so this is fine. On UTF-8, can a character be larger than 4 bytes? The answer is no, buddy. In UTF-8, it cannot be larger than 4. That's what I thought too. Like it is. UTF-8. I don't think it goes past 4. Yeah, there's only 4 bytes, man. Ain't nothing else. Why not change in ChatGPT models? I just use whatever default is. I don't need anything too fancy. I just need some ballpark answers. Some of the models actually run too long. I just rather get a quick bad answer as opposed to a slow good one. I should probably create a buffer for the whole system for it. Yeah, let's do that. Append character. What I'm gonna do. Time to drop it. So this whole thing goes there. Was here. Right. Text.text dot append character. Really? You're just gonna claim not to know where this is coming from. Boom, there you go. So now it's much cleaner. Just append one character. Emojis. Yeah, maybe they use multiple UTF-8s. Who knows? Who knows? How are emojis encoded? Multiple UTF-8. Characters. Spending more than 4 bytes. No, seems like all within limits. Interesting. Well, I don't particularly care about that. It's just a question if my font has that support or not, so that's not as exciting. Wait, what is going on here? Symbol defined in blah. It's kind of annoying. What is your problem? Oh, template on template. I wish I could shove you into CPP. But don't already call this elsewhere here? Why is it being such a biscuit? Oh, maybe I don't. Oh, I have a bunch of helper stuff. Oh, yeah, I'll have to do that. Okay, Okay. Okay. Fine. Encode UTF-8 character. I'm gonna put you inside so you don't bother. Ah, okay. Okay. I'm gonna do it the way this guy does it. Hey, where's namespace? The hell is this crap? Is there a reason I didn't do this in the proper namespace? That's weird. Maybe some flags make up like different glyphs. So maybe that's why. Maybe sometimes put in two. Could be that. Pro qualification. Will this still compile? Let's do that. The pen character is here. Fine. Fine. Are there any ready to use UTF-8 libs? That's exactly what I use. I use a C library for UTF-8s. Even that's a bit slow. Why is it still so slow? Typing animation. Give it like 20. That's actually kind of annoying to read because it keeps changing the position of characters. Ideally, it would say where it ends up being and just do that. Or maybe doing a line horizontally. Because at least that doesn't hop around. I didn't think of that challenge actually. Oh, nice object. So the thing is, I don't like object-oriented wrappers. They're kind of nasty. If I want to do some wrapper, I'll wrap it myself. I'll do it myself. I prefer C libraries. That way they're nice and fast without doing way too much unnecessary crap for me. Was a friend request somewhere from Mr. Brother. Usually those are spammers and scammers. Actually, I think I could combine it together where it would be exactly where it is. What happened to this? Why is it suddenly fitting perfectly? Oh, is that you, Bruce? Well, you can just get your butt on Discord. You can just chat there. But sure if it's you. I think instead of copying strings like a maniac, like a freaking maniac, I got a different idea. Mr. Bruce. Sure like to say bravo, like apparently 3 times in Discord, but sure. Just that in the past I've got a lot of random messages from people like some people asking like if I need sub content and some other crap. It's like, dude, it's fine. I think I can just add a feature to UI text component where I can specify how many characters to show as opposed to manual copy of by one. Because right now it's really kind of annoying where it keeps repositioning itself, making it kind of hard to read. Yeah, let's do that. That way, instead of doing all this stuff, I would just say show only first characters. In this case, I wouldn't even need to do all that fancy logic. Font metrics class? No, I already have that implementation down on my own. I already have all that logic in place. I just spent plenty of times before, so I'm not worried about that. Show all characters below 0. Yeah. What's going on? Dude. I don't need you to restart. Stop. Jars to show. From -1 to technically maybe up to here. Upper child limit. Else, snag it from just text. Every time you type your, I get you. That's fun. You're getting autocorrected. Dun, 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 dun. No, I don't want this. Here just to show. Right. I guess now I can do this either way. I don't need this anymore. Yeah. I'm not typing. Actually, I don't need this. Just that. Maybe this. Yeah, that makes more sense. Oh, this guy needs... Actually, I might as well. Give me back text. Missing UI text. Okay, so now we have every 3 characters to cycle through. Start, yeah, and this will be the slider. Good. Oh, you know what? That logic to handle the font positioning characters is some of the most complex stuff I have. Sometimes I'm scared of all that code, but fine. It's time to do. Right, this guy. Off into the deep end I go. Here we go. This is the process text, right? Here we go. The 500 line beast from the east. Sometimes. Now, initially, computing everything is fine. Don't care about most of that. What I do care about is when I'm actually doing this portion. The time I get there. Right. Actually, I can just tell by indices how many of them printing out. Can I bail early? Can I bail early? Yeah, I already have the logic that computes where all the triangles go for each character, so I already have that. There's a bunch of math involved in that. It took me year and a half ago to get it right. So all I need to do, I want to compute the whole positioning as if I'm printing everything, but then bail out. Oh wait, this is a common buffer. So I need to do it based on char index. If it's greater than params UI break. That might be enough to get working. Like, can I just... Hell yes. Hell yes. Can I just, like, for a moment take it off? And now I can just do this. Rip, 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 rip. Show nothing. I guess it still shows at least one, huh? And that 0 shows 2. Suppose I could move this a little higher. But only should only do this. Hold on. Greater than and because of -1 it should show everything. So it shows everything and 0. It still shows 1 and 0. Oh. Okay, I go nothing, 1, character 2, 3. Excellent. Excellent. So now I could pump it to 20. And so now it prints it out without reshuffling. Excellent. When you have your own code and not using some nasty ass library, things are just magic. It was like 3 lines of code to make it work. Easy as pie. Easy as pie. And that's why object-oriented approach is evil. Evil. One little touch. I don't want this thing to grow into forever, into infinity and beyond. I could add a little feature where you can click here to roll out the rest of it. Could make it a button, I suppose. But maybe not. It's whatever. Honestly, even this one at 20 may not be all that. Maybe something like 30 is even better. Sure. Sure. And that's why you have your own libraries. So much power. There's a bunch of changes. Not really. Not really. I don't want to save a text here though.
We're just flying high. We're not coming down. Come right up next to me. Step side to side. I wanna sway. Yeah, we can dance the night away. Right. Want to dance in the rain. Yeah, I'm tripping on a feeling that ain't going away. I need you right next to me. Take the records to the ceiling. Close your eyes and just play. And I'll be sway.
I think this was primarily added typing animation to robot speech. I'm tempted to add audio now. Tempted. Tempted indeed. But I haven't really looked for a good voice for that, for robot.
I keep forgetting I'm getting older. But when I realize it's too late, wanna be young
Robot.
and do it
No?
Feel the innocence on my face. I know you don't owe me any favor.
Maybe just English for now.
Did it would be more time.
But I was hoping
Listening Mother Nature.
mechanical US robot.
Welcome. I am a
I don't know. I think just regular sounding low human would be
Greetings,
fine.
human. I am your paranoid.
I'm gonna have to search that out off stream. Let me see. When I'm jumping between this, actually changes into that. Okay. Wait, this one needs to be reset, and it's not. What happens initially? I see. I see.
So can't you help me out just this one time? If it costs my soul, you know I'll sell. You give me a chance. I won't ever last. The hourglass in my head is never running out of sand. You grant me a wish. I won't ever last kiss. The hourglass
Oh. Did I just put something here to indicate there was a change?
is never running out of
Although it changes when I click on an option. Right, the button, yeah. Wait. I could maybe. Like convert to localization tag. Okay, at least I can see that. I'm curious what happens if it's longer. Hello? You're just not gonna print more than that? Why? Okay, I sure wish it was breaking a line.
Should have been here on the outside, read the signs. Used to call you mine, gave it my best, but I don't need one more try. 'Cause maybe I'm all out of hope. Could I find it when I go? Think
The
we're
value.
only here to stay alive now. Funny, we ran out of kicks. Now you only make me sick.
Where was this?
Here to stay alive now. 'Cause I know what a waste, what a crime, what a time that I should go. So I take what I can.
Yeah, I think it was this. I want the hint to break lines when it goes beyond the editor window. I think it would be on this section.
Pass the blame. Say what you want, you got nothing on me. We won't be the same. Don't you call me up, 'cause we badly need this change.
Walk around with overflow wrap.
Maybe I'm all out of hope.
Hmm.
I find it when I go. Think we're only here to stay alive now. Funny, we ran out of kicks. Now you
I guess a little bit of preview is fine then. Looks like it'd be too much work to do that. Fine. Fine. But I'd definitely be able to quickly jump to that line. That I definitely want.
So I take what I can and I toss it in the car. Drive away down the highway. I can't stay 'cause I know that all
This Control B is already taken, huh? What else? Control N is new file. I don't know if 12 is kind of pain to press. Control G something else. Control H is that. I guess Control Y is not taken. I suppose.
what a waste, what a crime, what a time that I should go. So I take what I can and I toss
Maybe
it
if 12 was fine.
drive away down the highway. I can't stay 'cause I know what a waste, what a crime, what a time that I should go. So I take what I can and I toss it in the car. Drive away
Let's see.
highway. I can't stay 'cause I know that all I know it's time to
Oh yeah, they're building out a path, an array of points. I'll need to save the position to where the match is at. Right.
what a wasted time.
Loading the data, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Used to call you mine, gave it my best, but I don't need one more try. 'Cause maybe I'm all out of hope. Could I find it when I go? Think we're only here to stay alive now. Funny, we ran out of kicks. Now you only make me sick. Think we're only here to stay alive now. 'Cause I know what a waste, what a crime, what a time that I should go. So I take what I can and I toss it in the car. Drive away
Reads that, but reads that there. Fine.
You can pass the blame. Say what you want, you got nothing on me. We won't be the same. Don't you call me up, 'cause we badly need this change. Maybe I'm all out of hope. Could I find it when I go?
Yeah, file I have. This could be a right file, huh? I don't think I care about that so much. Because I already have it here, right? Why do I need this? Oh, wait. Top level of modules. Activate. Jump to local key. What if I don't do this? Can I just like ignore it? And just say this, or is this requiring... This is give me back. Gives me a string of actual content. Oh. It's not what I need. Fine. Fine. File URI. Is this what I want? No. That makes more sense. What? Why? Oh, this is to switch over there. I don't need to do this just yet. Show thing, I don't need that. Why is being a biscuit? I know about that. I'm not looking to change position just yet. Yes, that seems reasonable. Also find where in the file it's at for quick navigation from other files. This? Maybe. This was probably reasonable enough to use as this, probably. This is gonna be text document. This takes one text document. It's not assignable. What's up, Sleepy Mushrooms? Unfortunately, getting caught many times I'm doing some random TypeScript as opposed to working on C++ for the game. It's been a while indeed, indeed. These are my best looking robots right now. The best looking ground texture. Big dudes with sword, drills, all kinds of dangers. Oh, out of energy. Time to charge up. Bam. I don't want to hurt, dude. I've also added life and energy pots, and that automatically get used when you get low enough on health, for example. If you get hit on health a few times, your automatic start doing self-inject a thing. Still need to add animation for that. I need to remember that. And then off to fight the boss. This one is a big bad dude. With some rockets up your face. I think you need to make him a little bit more mobile, faster to be scarier. Right now, when he attacks, doesn't particularly move forward that much. I'm not a big fan of that. To be improved. But right now, working on some storyline dialogue system. Hey, what did that break? Oh. Anyway. Tutorial. I get so deep in dev vibes, you forget to eat and drink, of course. Breathe, not a problem, but drinking, yeah. Hydration here a bit, especially while we're chatting. Although, as a carnivore, we need a lot of meat. You don't particularly get all that low on energy. So it's not that bad. But I am out of water. But I think I shall be ending the stream in 20 minutes or so. No, wait, 30 minutes. I got half an hour to go. But until then, I really want to be able to have a shortcut to go from here to jump to this file where that string is at. That way I can quickly change everything as I need. Like the old movie, It's Alive. The old Frankenstein. Was it called New Frankenstein? Or Young Frankenstein? I think Young Frankenstein. Anyway, back to web dev. TypeScript. What is it not like to text? Oh, it's Venable. It's freaking Venable. Oh, you biscuit. How do you make it unvenable? How do I convert Venable to underlying type without using async? What about skipping a wait entirely? I don't want the Venable, I just want to avoid a wait and just read of block. Just blocking read. Chips of meat. Who needs those chips? Meat is all you need. You know, utilize file system. Oh, this one is synchronous. Oh. Read file sync. Dude, what is this crap? What is that crap? Looks like it does want me to do a wait. Biscuit. What does it get called? Happens there. I already had a bunch of meat today. I had a pound of beef and like maybe a pound of salmon. Could use a little bit, maybe another pound of beef. To round it out to something like 3,000 calories for the day should be fine. I mean, don't really need to learn the whole await concept. I mean, it almost seems like I have to. It's such a pain in the butt. Let me see, how did they do it here? Using a weight, we'll activate here. Disposable command register. I mean, it technically makes sense. I don't need to save the whole thing. Carnivore's diet, that's right. No greens, no carbs. Nothing. Just beef, salt, water, occasional fish. Without any carbs, zero. Primarily just beef. A real man's diet, man. Real man. Because then you don't have any sugar spikes. You just continuously burning on all the fat. Even when I run out of the beef, dude, you carry pounds and pounds of beef on your ass the whole time. So running out of energy is very difficult. There's a carnivore's doctor, some dude who ran 5 marathons in 5 days, fasting the whole time as a carnivore. The only thing he consumed was salt and water. So, if he didn't run out of energy, I'll be fine. Actually, I think I like that approach. Let's do a separate thing. Let's take this thing as is. Revert the whole thing. Right, and so here. Extension jump to local key. Yeah. No, really, ground beef is very cheap, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Plants are in fact way more expensive, especially if you go by calories, dude. I don't think very few things are cheaper than ground beef by calories. It's like $5 right now for me for like 1,100 calories. It's like, dude, really? Really? Try to get $5. Try to get 1,000 calories for $5 at McDonald's or somewhere. Ain't happening. Yeah. I mean, eggs are kind of cheap too, but beef, just ground beef. We can give it a easy, less than that. Do I know podagra? No. Nope. Not by that name. Maybe some kind of local name. What is that? It better not be a porn site. What does that say in the movie Borat? #1 girl in all of Kazakhstan. Oh, some kind of disease. Oh, it's a gout. Yeah, if you have that problem, carnivore solves that. That is not a problem. Dude, I have too many freaking windows. That needs to go. Commands. Commands. Do we need to do anything else that this contributes? Activation events. On command. Looks like I'm seeing 2. This is in package JSON. That would be another one. And another one. JSON C.
With my supersonic watch, adventures
Jump to local key. I mean, technically I want F12. Change the binding to F12. I think gout comes from inflammation. If you're eating the wrong plants, you're gonna get yourself some inflammation. And sometimes that manifests as gout. I never had it, so I don't know. But I read some online communities where it helps them eventually by going to carnivore. Keep binding F12. I guess I could just say it there, huh? I guess we'll see. That seems fine. I don't remember why I was doing this on language. Oh, it's on language, on command. Ah, yes, makes sense. Jump to local key, Yeah, okay. Now understand. Now understand and comprehend. I do need to pass this along. How do I pass this? Actually, I'm getting low on water. Be right back.
It's only for tonight, and it'll be okay, and I will be right by your side. Only for tonight, we're right the speed of light. It's only for tonight, and it'll be okay, and I will be right by your side. Only for tonight, we're right the speed of light. It's supersonic.
Okay. First things first. I was just singing a song by Weird Al.
Stretching out on my path. And moments are quicker than
The thing about the old theory of calories in, calories out is that it ignores hormones. What you eat affects your hormones. And hormones affect how your body uses those calories. Meat is ideal. Fish is okay once in a while. It's much better than plants either way.
you make a way. You make a way.
Like one interesting thing to know is that if you eat too much sugar, like it has to go into your fat, it has nowhere else to go. Whereas if you're eating too much fat, it gets turned into ketones. And ketones can actually be breathed out. So you can literally breathe out the extra calories that you don't need. So if you eat too much on a carnivore diet, you just breathe it out in ketones. Problem solved. How do I pass this in there?
Standing by each other's side. And turning away from pride.
Given this, how do I pass a local variable into it? So biscuit. No, don't do it. No, I meant into this code.
Every night and day. I'll watch away.
Eating onions. Dude, think about it this way. When you, like infants, hate plants. Absolutely hate them. But you give them meat and animal products, No problem. They love that thing. But every human has to be forced to eat plants. Absolutely forced. No human is born to like broccoli. No. By meat, oh yeah. That goes down quick. Um, I actually mean something else. No, I want to pass the file name into this callback from the scope of activate. What about apes? I mean, not all creatures eat. Some of them are specifically plant munchers. Although, as a fun thing, look up what apes have to do to get B12. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, animal product, especially saturated fat, is so good, man. Oh my god. Good luck finding all the vitamins that meat has, especially red meat and all the plants. Alright. On to the next song.
I didn't mean what I told you, but you took it to heart. Wish I could take it back to get.
I'm confused. I'll just think what it might be. All I want is to pass this thing in there. Okay. Maybe I can just do this. What does this do? Do I have access to it then? Probably. Dream. Think so. Although I'm not sure. Can async take local copies as variable? What do we even need to do? I guess maybe don't even need to do that, huh? Okay. Guess I'll debug and see what happens if it actually works. The thing about mid-diet dairy in milk products, actually I've tested it in the last few months. If all I do is just eat beef and nothing else, my weight nicely goes down and trim. The moment I add like kefir or milk or whatever, any kind of dairy, my fat content immediately begins to slowly rise up. It's like a pound every day. So yeah, I found, because I measure my weight every day. So anytime the moment I add dairy, fat is getting back on. Because keep in mind, milk has sugar, which means spikes your insulin. And insulin is what makes you gain fat, regardless of what you eat. Wait, what is this? Yeah, okay. I think just that. Was this original code? Where was it? Here. Where can I stick it? Guess I just put it here. I just want to debug thing to see if something gets broken badly. I guess that works, probably. Forgot how to do F5. Build it. Because the thing is that at the end of the day, what really matters is the insulin. So any food that spikes insulin is bad for you in the long run. But I was hoping. Did it print anything interesting? Restart. It does do it. But jump to local key. How do I trigger that? I was hoping it would just do it, but no. Jump to local key. Okay. Yeah, sugar is definitely it. Like the thing is, you can just look at like any kind of milk or dairy product. There's always some sugar in that. Even cheese has some carbs. And that thing spikes your insulin. Good, good. Select the text. Oh. I didn't have text selected. Fine. Oh, it doesn't start with, so I have to do this. Excellent. Good. Match found. Did it actually go where I wanted to go? Did actually work. Kind of said if the valve didn't work, but otherwise it may have actually worked. Let's try it again. Here, basket. Yeah, it's not doing it. Not yet. Is it because the match is nothing? What exactly is it looking for? What exactly are you looking for? Selected text is that. It's looking for the end. Oh, we shouldn't be looking for the @ sign. Get it, I get it, I get it. Not the @ sign. I needed minus @ Have to modify a string to remove the first character in TypeScript. Like substring 1. Okay. I'm good with that. Let's do this. Oh, it's a const. Try this. Tag was correct. Yes. That's a hit. So let's go with something obvious. Let's go look for this. What's up, A6? What's up? Jump to local key. Did jump to the bottom, actually. I wish we would highlight. One's jumping. After jumping to the file, also select the matching ID. Position the cursor to the line containing selected text. Yes, that's what I want. That's exactly what I want. Been a while indeed. Been working on dialogue system for NPC discussions and story. The beginning of story systems. I find I need some kind of flesh out some story ideas so I know what type of robots to build and in what order in terms of environments and whatnot. Right now I'm just gonna make it random robots and it's not that fun. So but also right now I'm taking a detour because I already have a system to define the dialogues and the conversations of NPCs. I just want to make this to be easier to jump around. But why does this F12 not work? I was really hoping it would work, but it's not. But it is not. Key binding F12. Control Y. Does this work? Or why? I don't see it working. I mean, this one appears, but I was really hoping it would actually. There's once I'm here, how do I set plus F12? Okay, so let's say I set it. Does it get saved? see it. Doesn't have a binding actually. Yeah, a lot of improvements indeed. Why is it not? Is it because it was fine? How about Control F12? Control F12. Dude, really? Control Shift B. Control LB. Okay, okay. It's like, what does it not have? Guess Control F10 exists. Is there a reason it doesn't get saved? Control plus. Oh, maybe that thing. Control Y. Yeah, there's no key binding, huh? There's just no key binding. And it doesn't want to. And then press enter. Ah, okay. Control Y. Jump to local key not found. Bull. I'm on the wrong file. Extension jump to local key not found. Come on, dude. That is such biscuit. But anyway, to make it a bit more useful, I do need to so let's see, what does it want me to do? Open the file, search for matching, move the cursor to that thing. But the thing is, I already have reveal range, right? Can I just do reveal range in the whole file? Let's say have this one to the same position. Two position. What is this, characters or something? Just say 20. Does this work? Well, now I didn't get to see it. It doesn't actually select it. They just reveal the range, but how do I select it? Selection. Selection. So I already handled reveal range, which is fine enough. So probably don't need that. Yep, hold up. Bruce, do I have a gun? It's America, man. Everybody has guns. But I'm actually done for the day. I shall return tomorrow. Take care, y'all. And DTL, thanks for these subs. Take care.